It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle, your place to build your sales department to an 8-figure sales department and generate extra $100,000 per month going into your bank account without more effort. And we're going to focus on sales strategy. We're going to focus on sales structure. We're going to focus really on your sales funnels and your sales message. And as a result, we'll build your sales department. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for allowing us to stream into your home and making this a choice to be part of your sales meeting. We really appreciate you. And every single morning, we like to share our core philosophy. And our core philosophy is not a new idea, but oh, is it a powerful idea? And that idea is success leaves clues. And so how that works and what that means to you as a CEO is that we take a look at a case study. We study what a CEO had to deal with from hurdles or challenges in their sales department, what that CEO choices they made so they could build their revenue, or maybe there's some lessons learned, and then we apply it to our own sales department. What a way to start off. There's footprints. We're going to look at those footprints we're going to follow. So let's get started with our case study this morning. Back in the day, shopping was a bit of a hassle because stores closed early. And people needed more flexible hours to fit shopping into their busy lives. This was a big problem that needed a smart solution, by the way. Isn't that how it works out? There's a problem. We've got to solve it. Did you know that 7-Eleven started as a small ice house in 1927? It was originally called Totem Stores because customers could really tote their goods away. The real magic happened in 1946. They changed their name to 7-Eleven to highlight their extended hours from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. And this was a groundbreaking move that made them stand out in a crowded market. So everyone was there. They said, we'll open up early because you need to get here. We'll be here late for those that have to come in late. We're going to solve a problem. Common theme here. 7-Eleven's success is all about understanding what customers need and being there for them. So by staying open 24/7, they created a sales strategy that focused on convenience and accessibility. Convenience and accessibility. This approach not only attracted more customers, but it also kept them loyal. You know, in sales, knowing your customers and being available when they need you is the key to building a strong sales relationship and really growing the business. It's not about sales. It's really about the relationships. And here's what I know. 7-Eleven teaches us the power of having a solid sales system. So by focusing on customer convenience, that's their sales message. Their unique selling proposition was loud and clear. And being innovative, let's talk about with their products. You want something that you need. We still got the Ice House, but now we're going to create a Slurpee. Then the Big Gulp. They built a brand that people could trust and rely on. And for any CEO, having a clear sales strategy is the leadership. It's critical to growing the revenue and making a positive impact. Remember, opportunities don't just happen. We got to create them by being proactive and understanding our market. Now, here's my big takeaway for you that I want you to know. Great things come from very humble, simple beginnings. With a commitment to convenience, innovation, and solving the customer's problem, 7-Eleven has become a household name worldwide. From a single store in Dallas to a global empire, 7-Eleven's journey proves the power of innovation, adaptation, and really thinking about the customers first. You do that, and my promise to you is you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you. We welcome you to the CEO Sales Huddle. We're glad that you're here. And every single morning, we like to get started with one of our mantras. And it's probably the mantra that I want every CEO to echo, no matter where you are in the world. And that mantra is focus on sales. A very simple mantra, one that we all can do. And we can add to the calendar. Go ahead and say this with me, by the way. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. You see, it's my belief is, put that down in your notes. Focus on sales. My belief is, And I want you to hear me loud and clear. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. You might be saying, why, Shay? But the reason why is because sales, at the end of the day, of everything you got going on, sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And here's what I do know and believe. Without sales, there's always more money pouring out of your bank account than there is pouring into your bank account. The point I want to make loud and clear is that selling is very, very serious business. And then we go to the other side. We say, as a CEO, what do we need to do? What can our mantra be, our pledge to our sales department? And our pledge is learn, earn, and return. So we're going to repeat these words this morning. We're going to repeat them all together as CEOs, as people in charge of our department. As silly as it may sound, but man, it's powerful and it's very profound. And that is learn, earn, and return. Repeat after me. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. And then we move on to our objectives. We got 3 objectives. And our number one objective every single morning is about sales progress. So we come here to take a look at the sales department and then kind of determine what are our objectives in the sales department. What's progressing, what's not, what changes do we need to make, how do we adapt? And then we go look at the challenges that are in the sales department. And in those challenges, we say, okay, what do we need to do differently? You might call them roadblocks. They're right there. And then we step into the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand to be successful. Number 1, you must have a 1-page CEO sales plan. Number 2, a sales cycle. Number 3, a sales message. Number 4, we review this. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. We do a whole segment on the CEO sales dashboard. And the CEO sales dashboard is really cool because now we can take a look at the numbers every single day. And here's what we do know. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. And then we come back and say, okay, what about the sales team? I got to hire a sales rep, Shay. Let's focus on that. And so for those folks that are out there tuning in for the very first time, maybe you're watching and we haven't had a chance to connect. You can see me, but I can't see you. And man, would I love to connect with you. Boy, would that be pretty cool and exciting. So here's what you can do. If you're watching on one of the live platforms, our streaming platforms, you can look right below the video. And when you look right below the video, put hashtag I'm here. Put hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here is the bat signal that you're in this conversation about sales and success, and you're serious and you're motivated. And then for other folks out there right now, you can go ahead and look right below the video and put hashtag replay. Maybe you're not here live, but you're here watching the replay. We appreciate you. And for everyone else that's on one of the streaming platforms like Roku or Apple TV or Amazon or any one of the podcast stations, there's so many syndicated platforms we're on these days, you can go over to right now and you can type in @IamJBrown. When you type in @IamJBrown, let's connect on social media. Drop me a DM. Let me know what you enjoy most about this. Then let me know what we can do to make this even more valuable. We're always getting better. We're always learning and growing directly to you. And that's our mission. You know, I get asked often a question that's a relevant question, and that is, Shay, what's the mission, goals, and objective of the CEO Sales Huddle? And the CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more, faster, easier, quicker, more convenient, with less effort, so they can build their sales revenue. And our big why, this is all about sales growth, it's about accountability, and it's about consistency. And you may have heard this before, that consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And having said that, what do most people struggle with? They struggle with consistency. So we have a way of helping them be consistent. And the way we help them be consistent is we get together for 15 minutes a day. So you only have to tune in for 15 minutes. Now that has to be already encouraging, that we just need 15 minutes of your time. When you tune in for that 15 minutes, here's the real cool part. That 15 minutes represents 1% of the day. So you think about that, there are 1,440 minutes in every day. And all we're doing is ask you to tune in quickly for 1% of the day. And in that 1% day, we have one outcome. And our outcome is to generate 8 figures in your sales department. Well, for many of you, just the extra $100,000 a month would be a really good start. And this is over and beyond what you're earning today. You tune in, you focus on your sales department, and as a result, you generate $100,000 per month over and beyond whatever you're earning today. And the biggest question came and say, how do you do that? No, seriously, like, I'm curious. I'd like to know. How do you really generate $100,000 a month? What are the indicators? What are you looking at? What are you measuring? Good question. Good, very, very good question. With our private clients behind the scenes, we were looking at a CEO sales dashboard. If you don't have that, you go over to ceosalesdashboard.com. And when we downloaded it, we came up with 5 indicators. And those 5 indicators were leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. And every morning on this CEO Sales Huddle, we slow down and we take a whole segment, maybe about a minute or two, if that, 90 seconds. And we take a look at the 5 indicators that drive the business. Not 6, not 7, not 8, not 9, 5. And you only need 5. And you focus on these 5, and you can, as a CEO, you can allocate the resources, allocate the processes, and allocate what they need over there. Let's go over there and take a look at these 5. And repetition is the mother of all learning, they say. And so here we are. The 5 indicators you can take a look at. Now, number 1, on the left-hand side, you'll see we got leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. Now, across the top, we have the dates. So you could go to today's date. You could open up your CEO Sales Huddle, look at today's date and say, well, how many leads came into my database yesterday? How many of those leads were engaged in my database yesterday? How many leads did we qualify yesterday in the database? Then go back the day before. Then go back the day before. Then go back the week before. Then go back the last 2 weeks and then 1 month. And now we have a trend. So of the campaigns we're running out the sales department, we now can measure, we can manage, and we know what we manage. We know with 100% certainty it gets better. Oh my gosh. And you can do it for appointments and everything else, but it's so important. But just focus on that. Even if you just focus on tracking the number of referrals that are sent to your company on a daily basis. And you get to the end of the month, and every month we make that number a little bit higher, a little bit better because of our structure, our strategy, and our system that's in place. Woo! It's a whole nother level. But then for many of you who are tuning in right now, like, Shay, that's great. I love it. And I need to step back. I got it. So you got the CEO Sales Dashboard. Now I want to say, well, wait a minute. We're not going to stop there. We're going to go celebrate our wins. We're going to acknowledge what's working and what we can do much, much better. So let's go now over, and we believe in celebrating wins because powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions steer focus, and in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So now's a good opportunity to step back and say, okay, what worked? What am I most proud of? 3 questions to ask yourself. What was my biggest accomplishment yesterday in the sales department? What am I most proud of in the sales department? I already said this. What do you want to brag about? You just want to come on here and brag. Say, shit, I'm here to brag. I'm here to talk about what's going on, what's working. Got it. I'm with you. But let's look at the hurdles out there. Let's look at the challenges that are out there. We know every day is not rainbow, cupcakes, and unicorns. So what was your biggest roadblock yesterday? Tune in, tune in, tune in. What's preventing you from moving forward today? Tune in, tune in. And what's the one thing you can do that if you did it, it would move your life and or business forward? You see, powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions their focus. And in this life, no matter what's going on, you get exactly what you focus on. And so for this to be your moment, for this to be your time, just like the case study we talked about this morning, it's a good time to review what's working and what are the challenges we have. Here's my message of the day. And my message of the day is going to sound, well, I'm not going to say simple, but it is simple. And that is stay the course. Stay committed to sales. Stay committed to your sales progress. Stay committed to your sales strategy. Stay committed to your sales structure. Stay committed to your sales funnels and your sales message. And you have to tweak it. You have to change it. But here's what we know, and it's said before, but it's so true. When you do small things well, you end up getting big results. So small hinges can swing really big doors. You get to step into that right now. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that incredible? And so we're going to stay the course because we're going to stay committed and we're going to stay focused on sales. A very simple philosophy, but it's a philosophy that can drive the sales department, that will drive your results, drive you solve more problems. At the end of the day, drive you taking your business to a whole nother level. You do that and you will see your sales go up, 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 up and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Make it a great day, everyone. And we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless. And keep doing God's work. We out of here. Peace.